Hi everyone. In this quick lesson I want to discuss the turning point form of the equation for a parabola. So I've got the equation here on the screen. If we write the equation in the form y equals a multiplied by x take h squared plus k. Now I've got some sliders here to control this. Let's just start off by looking at what we already have on the screen. This is the equation of the parabola y equals 1 times x squared plus nothing. So it's really just y equals x squared. This is the sort of the starting point for these types of questions. Now let's try changing the value of h. Let's increase the value of h. We can see as we increase the value of h, the parabola is sliding to the right. So we call this a horizontal shift or a translation. Now the turning point of the new parabola, the blue one, is at the coordinate 5, 0 now. So it's literally just shifted by the value of h. That's changed in here. The equation for that blue parabola would be y equals x subtract 5 squared. Now let's try changing the value of k. If I start increasing the value of k, you can see what's happening. The parabola is shifting upwards. So there it is, a nice little upwards pointing arrow equal to the value that I set for k, and the turning point now has been shifted upwards as well as sideways. So the coordinate of the turning point is now 5, 2. The turning point of this original green parabola is back there at the origin. But now, because I've changed the value of h and k, the equation for this blue parabola would be y equals x take 5 squared plus 2. The number written here, where h is, represents a horizontal shift. Now don't get confused by the negative sign. The negative sign is part of the rule. It's the number itself after the negative sign that matters. And that leads to an interesting question. What happens if I change the values of h and k to negative numbers? So as you can see here, if I take the value of k to negative 3, then it's shifting downwards by 3. And there it is, negative 3 is the value of k, the y coordinate of the turning point. And of course that would probably be written just as subtract 3 instead of add negative. Now let's change the value of h to negative numbers. Let's put h over here at negative 5. We can see that it's now shifting to the left of the origin, and there it is, negative 5 is the horizontal or the x coordinate of the turning point. H is the horizontal or x coordinate. But look what's inside the brackets now. It's subtracting the number negative 5. That would most likely be written as x plus 5 rather than take away a negative. Now the computer just displays it as shown, but we would write that as x plus 5. So far so good. Now let's just move this back over to the side so we can start to examine what happens with this value a. The value of a at the front so far has been 1, and the shape of the blue parabola has been the same as the shape of the green parabola, the original. But let's take a look at what happens when I increase the value of a. You see how the parabola is getting narrower. It's being stretched, I suppose it's being, if you look from sideways, it's been squeezed in from the sides, but if you look vertically, a point which, if I take that back to where I was, this point here, which was 1 unit higher than the turning point, if I change that to 2, then I'm still left of the turning point, but I'm now upwards to there. I'm upwards by 2 steps compared to 1 step last time. This number here controls what we call the vertical dilation. So I've taken a point which was there when a equaled 1, and it's moved upwards to there 2 steps above the turning point now. So this is making the parabola narrower. This is making the parabola wider. And as you can imagine, if I have that at 0, the parabola is a flat line, so the point there is 0 steps above the level of the turning point. And now if I go negative, the parabola is bending downwards. So negative 1, so 1 step to the side, 1 step downwards, rather than 1 step upwards. If I go to negative 2, 1 step to the side of the turning point, 2 steps downwards. So we can see that the value of A controls the shape of the parabola. The value of H and K control the location of the turning point. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time.